Alright, in this session we're going to be playing Pot Limit Omaha High Low. We just sat down a couple minutes ago at a 1-2 no pot limit game with $200 sitting in with the maximum buy-in. This is a 50 minimum big blind table, so the least that someone can sit in with is maximum. We do have a full table, it's 9-handed. See, the majority of the people have about a full stack. There's a couple short stacks. This guy only has 100, a little less than 100 and 100. Basically, I'm going to teach you how to play Omaha High Low the correct way. Play the correct starting hands, which will change your game drastically to get you on the right track for the rest of the flop. Because if you're playing the wrong hands pre-flop, then that means your chances are you're playing them incorrectly after the flop, and so on and so on. Sorry about that. Gonna have a few tables going here. Alright, we're just gonna let this go. One system I like to use in Omaha High Low is a point system that was made by a guy named Hutchinson. It's a very popular system, and I think it's still one of the best out there. Now, I pretty much use that system. That's what I learned on, and I've used that with a few tweaks of my own. That's what I'll be doing. Basically, hands you want to be playing. For the most part, you're going to play hands that have an ace. I typically the best two cards in Omaha High Low are Ace 2, because you have chances to draw to the nut low. One thing I recommend for beginners is to not play any high cards like 10 Jack, Queen, King, because if you're not sure on how to play them, it can get you in a lot of trouble, especially if you don't know how to bet the correct way. This person obviously has a straight. This person does as well. Alright, now this is a decent hand. We have 2, 2, 3, 6 on the button. Now you take your two lowest cards first, which in our case are a 2 and a 3. 2 and 3 add up to 15 points. A hand that is worth a total of 20 points is what's called a playable hand. So we have 2 and a 3, those are the lowest two, which are 15. And then our next one is a 6, which was 1 point, so that's 16 points. And then we have a pair of 2s. And a pair of 2s is actually one of the better pairs because it's a low pair, and it's not a pair you would think that people would think you have a set if it comes out. So that hand was worth 19 points, plus we were on the button, so we had a couple more. Alright, and what we did on that last hand was, I'll rewind it back a little bit, is we bet pot on a low draw. And we were only one other person to the pot, so we bet with 16 outs, which is good enough time to semi-bluff.